you want to call Shay a rebound, nigga, you was the rebound. You, you was the motherfucking rebound.
But you had the apartment, like you had all your shit together. You would be with him
I did
if you
everything
wanted
for
to
that
be with
nigga.
him.
When I tell you every fucking thing,
He needs to take pointers
when
from
you can.
Fendi, period.
I did everything, and for a motherfucker to sit there and know that a woman was literally good to you, and you fucked it up. You know a bitch was literally good to you, and you fucked it up, and for you to sit here and still try to lie on her and make her seem like this type of person, bro, you stupid. If anything, you should maybe try to fix the wrongs that you did and then go find another woman like the one that you had who's not going to motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, identify your flaws as easily and give you a chance and actually be the dude that you're supposed to be this time. Maybe do that. Maybe do that. The
I think
fuck?
you're a whole father at this point. Like, why are you backtracking the
And
shit that
then
don't
people
even
want
happen?
to make it seem like, oh, a baby's gonna help him. It's a baby ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing.
When has a baby ever helped anybody? You supposed to be helping the baby,
Any man,
not the baby.
any man would have been well more than happy. You know what I'm saying? More than happy
Mm,
to have been in the position that he was in with me. You know how many DMs I had from real niggas on this app, you know what I'm saying? Like real niggas, way more
yeah.
bossed up than him. That was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like I thought you was too boss for me. That's why I never even tried it. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? It's just like, bro, you had a motherfucking gold mine. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was a rebound, honestly. To be honest, like I said, I explained in the beginning of my broadcast why,
Mm-hmm.
I chose him. And it really wasn't just a chose. It was just like I was just,
Convenience.
yeah, it was convenient. Very convenient. Especially to get me away from where I was at and who I was with. And I wish I didn't try to, you know, get away from that
Mm.
person so much, but I felt like it was needed. It was too much, going on. But shit, I never, okay. And I never thought that what I was leaving was going to be putting me in something 10, 20, 100 times worse. Grass ain't
Yeah.
always better on the other side, okay? It's not always green on the other side, okay? It is
Absolutely not.
not. And the only thing that, you know, was that no call, no text, no nothing for 3 motherfucking weeks, right? Normally, after the first 3 days, a bitch is done. Okay, a bitch is single, a bitch is like on to the next. You feel
Are
me?
you kidding me? What?
Okay,
The heart
so
palpitations, the worry, like the missed text messages, like you sick. No. At that point,
you're
no.
dead. You got to be dead.
Gotta be.
You know what I'm saying? I'm planning your funeral at this point. You know what I'm
At this
saying?
point,
I'm planning your
a
funeral.
week.
So, right. So, you know what I'm saying? To make myself not go crazy trying to text him, blow his ass up every single day, I really had to get my mind off of him through some other way. There is this nigga who is begging to take care of me, buying me shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? Buying me shit all the time, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Being really sweet, really nice to me, just really being there for me, a genuine friend, you know what I'm saying? Someone that I can have intellectual conversations with, or so I thought. It wasn't really intellectual conversations, it was just conversations about the future, you know what I'm saying? Or, things we want to do in life, just not your average, like, hood conversation that people have, like talking about nothing.
Let
We
me
actually had
let me say something
conversation.
really fast. People are saying that 3 weeks a week is a very short amount of time. That is not a long time. In today's day and age, everybody is on their phone every single day. You could call and text somebody. Like,
Especially a
come
nigga
on
that got
now.
2 phones. My fiance had 2 phones.
And you on live every day? Come on now. You can. That's stupid.
I don't care what anybody. has to say. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
I'm speaking my truth. At the end of the day, I was with somebody and I felt we had already had rough times. We had already taken a break, and it came to a point where while we already on the verge of maybe not making it, you disappeared for 3 weeks. And I've never even met you. And we've only been together for 3 months. Okay, it's a lot. It's a lot. Especially when you're that deep in love with somebody. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like maybe I was too deep in love with somebody who maybe didn't feel the same. Maybe, a lot of shit started going through my mind. Maybe he is with me, just for my money, or maybe he is with me just because of the clout on Bigo, or you know what I'm saying? A lot of shit started going into, started playing, taking place in my mind. Like I started thinking
Yeah.
of all types of different scenarios, like what the fuck
Yeah.
is going on. So at the end of the day, once when you already thinking all of this negative ass shit, you know what I'm saying, because you don't have no type of conversation to validate what the fuck is going on, and then you have another
Hmm.
person in your in your ear telling you, trying to paint a scenario of what the fuck is really going on. You know what I'm saying? That's just what happens. So I'm like, okay, well, this dude trying to come in and basically take over the duties and responsibilities that the dude I was with was doing. Greedy when he came in. Like I told y'all, he was paying for shit. He was, doing this. It's kind of like everything that I complained about to him that Mayor wasn't doing. He came in and started doing. You feel me?
Yeah. Well, that's how relationships work. Like, let's not act like kids. If something isn't working, you move on.
When did what stop? Oh, him doing shit for me. It was kind of like he would do shit for me, but wasn't doing shit for me. So it stopped a while ago, but I didn't know that it had stopped because he was still faking like he was doing shit for me. So he would like go get me shit. Turned out he was actually using my money to get it. He would like be telling me, "Oh, I've been out all day doing this, doing that." He would have his supporters write me on Instagram and be like, "Oh, you have such a good man. He's been out all day doing this and doing that for you." Turns out he actually wrote them and told them to text me and tell me that. Yep. Went back on his Instagram, found the message that he told her to send to me. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was just a lot of shit like that. He was just fabricating. Oh, I got a Tesla. It's at this house. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, yo, and me, I don't like. To me, I've been around such real niggas. I've been
Hmm.
around such real niggas that I don't normally have to fact check them. You know what I'm
That's what
saying?
it is. Yeah.
Niggas that I be around, niggas that I meet, I don't gotta fact check them because literally they do have the shit that they be saying. They do talk you know what I'm saying? They do have the shit they be talking about. You know what I'm saying? So he probably the first person, honestly, that I've ever dated that never had nothing to show for versus what he said. You know what I'm saying? So all of the comments that are in here, so fucking team greedy, y'all are delusional at this point. It's only so much that you can watch from a person, and I'm sorry, I just threw him off bed. It's at this point it's more than 5 women. I don't know if that's the true number or what, but it's too many women with the same story. It's like, dude, if he was this perfect person
Hmm.
that y'all paint him out to be, literally, if he was this perfect person that y'all try to paint him out to be, then he would have worked out with one of these good women. Because I mean, I don't really know about Shay and Leah. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know how much of a good woman they are to their man. But me, I know that I provide, and I get provided for. You know what I'm saying? I cook, I clean, they also cook and clean. You know what I'm saying? I'm respectful. I don't invade your privacy. I don't check your phone. I don't be all up in your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a real good woman. I don't be talking to a whole bunch of niggas. You'll never catch me on the phone with another nigga. You know what I'm saying? And all of the he's saying I cheated and stuff because somebody liked my picture on Instagram and they might have sent me an emoji and I liked the emoji, or I might have replied with an emoji. You know what I'm saying? That's cheating. You know what I'm saying? But he never seen me texting on niggas. The niggas that he used to accuse me of texting was my motherfucking mentors who used to text me, and it literally, the message used to literally say like, yo, just checking in, how is you, how's your team, type shit. The team is good, you know, we're about to start trading, da 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 da. Or the weed man, hey, I got, you know, some fruity pebbles or whatever on sale, da 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 da. And I'd be like, okay, we good on, you know what I'm saying? It would be conversation. Excuse me.
Regular shit, yeah.
It would be regular conversations, but any conversation with a nigga is me automatically cheating. Any conversation I have with a nigga is me automatically cheating. Me looking at a nigga for too long is me being thirsty. Literally, when he says that I'm too thirsty for niggas, I spread my legs open for niggas, that's because we would be in the tattoo shop and he would say that I'm looking at somebody and I wouldn't know who the fuck he talking about. And he would be talking about this little short ass albino looking ass nigga with some motherfucking twixy braids and shit. And I'm like, that's not even my type. If you gonna accuse me, okay. If you're gonna accuse me, I like dark niggas.
Weird.
No
Very
shade.
weird.
Say karma is this hoe, karma did that, karma did this. Yes, I know that when y'all met me, I was fresh out of a relationship and it looked as if I cheated on him to get with greedy. Like I just said. I explained everything. Yes, I was in a relationship with a dude that I felt that I was in love with. You know what I'm saying? My mom and my dad met and 3 months later they were married. 3 months later, they were married. Guess what? They are still fucking married to this day. So yes, karma believes in love at first sight. So even though I never met him in person, I believe that I was in love with him. But when shit got rocky, you know what I'm saying? When a person hasn't met that person and hasn't spent that real and you know, one-on-one time qualities, you start thinking shit, especially when everything seems to be going wrong. You know what I'm saying? You start questioning the motherfucker love for you and all types of shit, especially when a motherfucker disappear for 3 weeks completely. Completely. At this point, we're done. At this point, we're done. And I'm not even trying to explain. I'm just letting y'all know, like, this is my truth. And I don't care what nobody has to say. Yes, he was locked up, but since we met, there has not been a day that went by that we didn't talk. He had 2 phones. He was always on his phone. He wasn't the regular prison nigga. He wasn't the regular, oh, I gotta wait for my brother to call me to get a call from him because he's in jail. He wasn't that type of nigga. You feel me? He wasn't that type of jail nigga. Like, he was a nigga that you could talk to every single day. I can call him at whatever the fuck time I want to. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was that type of, like, he wasn't, like, locked up to where, you know, niggas just didn't have access to shit. He had access. So, y'all think, oh, okay, well, if she mad because a nigga for 3 weeks didn't hit her up. No, literally. If you talking to a nigga every single day since the first day that you met him, nigga disappear, something, you got to be dead. Yes, so I did think he got in the hole, right? I did think he got in the hole, right? Until I got a voice message from him. Now, when I say I didn't hear from him for 3 weeks straight, I got one text message and a voice message from him. And really, the message didn't really say much. It was just, hey queen, I'm good. Some shit been going on. I'll call you when I get a chance. So that was one voice message. And then he had texted me some other random time, like a week and a half later, like, hey queen, I'm gonna give you a call, such and such something. It was real quick, real brief, but I still didn't hear from him. It was just a voice message and a text message. So to me, the whole 3 weeks, if I didn't get those 2 messages from him, I would have thought, okay, he's in a hole. Something happened. He's in the hole. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably not gonna hear from him for the next month, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm listening.
And he told me that he was in a hole for stabbing somebody. But we all know how long you get in a hole for stabbing somebody.
Mm-hmm.
It's way more than 3 weeks. What am I sweating? Yeah, I probably am sweating. That's because Fendi won't leave me alone, y'all. Damn, and I just motherfucking wasted all these crumbs. But yeah, so um the thing is you can't send me a voice message from a hole. From being in the hole. You know?
No, you can't because you don't have anything in
Because
the
you don't
hole.
have, you might be able to send a text. Like somebody said, you know, maybe he was in the hole and he had his homeboy grab his phone and text you or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And
Mm.
that's how he sent you a message. But I got a voice message as well. I got a quick, like, 3 second
Mm.
voice message. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, he wasn't
What do you think happened?
yeah, he was still, I don't know. To this day I still don't know. You know, we
Did
talk.
he ever call you back?
What you mean?
Like ever? Like did he ever call you after that?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, he told me that he was in the hole for stabbing somebody, girl. But like I said,
yeah, but I'm saying like after he said all that, like did he ever like you know
well, no, because
make
I
you
mean,
wish?
after that, I mean, at the end of the day, when we finally did get a chance to talk about it, at that point, it didn't really matter what he had going on because I had decided that we were over and gotten a whole new relationship with Greedy.
Yeah.
So it didn't matter. He didn't, more so meaning he didn't have anything to explain to me at that point, you know?
Mhm.
So when we finally did talk, after me and Greedy, after the whole, thing went down with me and Greedy, after we did talk, I got a full understanding of shit. Um, Kinda. But still, that's where my head was at that moment. That is what happened, Before then, I ain't cheated on nobody. I'm not no motherfucking cheater. I don't just go around cheating on niggas. Like, that's not what I do. If I find a nigga that I genuinely care about, that I say is my nigga, you know what I'm saying? That I'm actually posting on social media, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm going to be genuinely faithful and loyal to you and do whatever I can to represent you to my best ability as your woman. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't never seen me. And then y'all, I guess y'all used to, well, yeah, his people did used to try to say that I would be flirting with people in my life, but my behavior hasn't changed. You know what I'm saying? Like if people come in and they say, oh, you're pretty, or you know what I'm saying, this and that, I'm gonna say thank you. I'm not gonna be no, asshole and like I'm gonna say thank you, you know what I'm saying, to a compliment. But that's you know what I'm saying, doing too much, that's flirting too much at the end of the day. Um y'all know that the motherfucker is insecure. And whoever believed that Karma deserved to get beat and that I was just this hoe, you know what I'm saying, or you know, yeah, they want me to be rude.
And I don't want to spray Raid all over my room.
Yeah, he's still locked up. Um, but we came to an understanding later, that I wish I had had in that time period. Um, but I didn't. I didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Well, at this point,
Thank you.
would you ever go back
Go back where?
to mayor?
um, at this point, um, me and Mayor have a type of relationship that we will probably never disclose to Bigo again.
Oh yeah.
Um, because Bigo kind of, was a big factor in most of the problems that we have going on. Thank you. Um,
Yeah, I feel you, girl.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
there was some wrong done on both ends, to a particular point to where all is forgiven. But I'm just moving a little bit smarter as far as what I allow Bigo to know, and then also what I allow myself to endure, as far as someone not being able to be with me in a physical state at this moment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't need a man, honestly. I need to continue to elevate to my fullest potential. Thank you so much. Thank y'all for the gifts, so that I can continue, to win, like I've been doing before this and after this. So, me and him, if y'all see us in the future together, y'all see us in the future together. Will you see it coming? Maybe, maybe not. But at this point, I am single, but I am talking to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't need to know who that person is, but
Period.
I'm happy. I'm fine. Like, when I tell y'all that was the worst downfall, and it wasn't even that the relationship was just horrible. It was just finding out that everything was a lie. Finding out that that person, um, finding out that that person just wasn't who they claimed to be. Finding out that that person didn't have, what they had promised they would be able to provide. And it's not even that I thought that me and him was going to be together for a long time. Me and Gritty actually lasted a little bit longer than I intended on it from the beginning. But at least do what you said you was going to do, so that I knew that the decision I made was actually worth it. But turns out it was never worth it. I should have thought it through a little bit longer, you know. Um, but hey, things happen for a motherfucking reason. Place on my body that they can get to, that's when all of my feelings went out the window. Because the first hit on the plane, very remorseful, very sorry, almost wanted to cry at the thought that he even, like, mushed me the way he did. You know what I'm saying? Fast forward to Mother's Day. When he hit me on Mother's Day, he was still sorry. He was still remorseful. He still felt bad. He didn't even, you know what I'm saying? Like, he used to, like, like, Greedy used to always, like, try to be all up on me. Like, I used to, like, literally have to, like, go into the other room so I could have me time. He used to always be on me. When I tell you, when he hit me on Mother's Day, he didn't even want to touch me because he couldn't bear looking at me because of what he had did to me. You know what I'm saying? That made me feel like, okay, maybe you do care. Dumb enough, but I did feel like maybe you do care. Maybe you didn't mean to hit me. Maybe you didn't mean to go that far. But when it came to that last time, when I'm because at any other time I can just look at him and he'll stop. He'll realize what he's doing and he won't do it again. He'll walk away. He'll brush it off or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But at that time, it's just like catching that eye contact with him and it not clicking that you're literally almost like about to kill me. At that point, you didn't care about my life. You didn't care about anything. You didn't care about the consequences of your actions. Like, you just gave no fucks. So at that point, I could no longer look at him the same. He could no longer have an apology to come back home. He could no longer stay another night in my house. He could no longer talk his way out of this situation. You know what I'm saying? It was that for me. I'm gonna let you play with that for a quick second, and then I'm gonna take it away from you. Cause it's got yeah, I pushed her. I pushed her on the ground. I'll say that. Like, bro, for real? You barely ever pushed. You pushed me on motherfucking Mother's Day and every other time that you didn't hit me, that's what you did. You pushed me. Yeah. Yeah. One should have been enough. You're right. I can't even argue about that. I can't even argue about that. But don't downplay the situation. Like, we all know you done been beat up before. We all watched K9 Dog walk your ass. So I know you know how it feels to not be able to defend yourself against somebody who is tougher than you. So the fact that you even did that says a lot about you, and it makes me scared to death for his child or children or whoever, he ends up, you know, bringing close around him in his circle. It gives it, like, it makes me very scared for them because you never know what he can do. You know what I'm saying? Him and K9 was cool. So yeah, I feel like since he gets beat up so much, he can't only put his hands on women to make himself feel like he's, a tough nigga.
Mm. That's usually how it goes. You can't beat up a man, so you hit women.
And then people want to say, like when I pop off and I talk my shit, people say, where's all that energy when it comes to greedy? Y'all don't see me popping off and talking my shit to no grown ass nigga or to no man, period. Y'all don't see me going off on no nigga unless he a gay nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, but y'all don't see me popping my shit or coming off at nobody like that. I'm gonna pop my shit at a bitch that I know, you know what I'm saying, I can whoop their ass, or if I can at least beat them and hold my ground, and it'll be a fair fight. You know what I'm saying? So I can pop my shit when it comes to a bitch talking shit to me. When it comes to a nigga talking shit, where's that energy? You tell me where your energy gonna be when your nigga pop off at you versus your best friend. Where your energy gonna be at when he actually punch you in your face versus your best friend punching you in your face? Where your energy gonna be at? I mean, I'm, you know what I'm saying? It makes no sense to me. Stop. Here. And y'all know y'all heard me snap on Greedy plenty of times while we was together in his live. I used to always snap on him. Any time that I disagreed or had something to say, you know what I'm saying? I spoke my mind. Y'all acting like I was just scared of this nigga. No. I wasn't just scared of him. But when you see a motherfucker coming at you, what the fuck? And then when a motherfucker tell you they should have killed you, y'all tell me how the fuck y'all gonna feel about that individual. Y'all tell me how the fuck you gonna feel. You ain't gonna be no goddamn sweet talking shit no more. The fuck? Nigga, you supposed to be my protector.
Period.
The fuck? Not the nigga that everybody gotta protect me from. You done turned into the nigga that everybody gotta protect me from. But you was the main nigga out here trying to protect me from the world. Make it make sense. You can't be the protector and the abuser at the same fucking time. That will never work.
And the victim. Don't forget the victim.
Maybe watch his mom get hit daily by men. Yeah. And hey Naboo, he did say that his mom was abused, and his mom told me personally that she was abused. And I do believe, thank you, boo. Thank you so much. I do believe that when you are a child and you witness one of your parents being abused, you either, one, become an advocate of abuse to make sure it never happens to you or a loved one or anyone else around you, or two, you become the next abuser. You have one or two choices: be an advocate for it and be completely against it, or join the train. He was very insecure and controlling as well, but he had his shit together and he took care of me. You know, he was just insecure because he wasn't the best looking person. He wasn't the most interesting person. And he always just thought I wanted somebody more interesting, which, you know, anyways, he was just really insecure. So we ended up breaking up. And then I ended up talking back to a person that I dated years before him, right? And this person ended up assaulting me, basically, right? Whooping my ass. That was the first time a nigga had ever put their hands on me, ever, right? And he did it because I didn't want to talk to him anymore because he kept verbally abusing me. You know, Greedy never verbally abused me. And when I say verbal abuse, I mean he used to say shit like, I'm not shit. My Bigo business, you know, basically isn't real because people who don't live in the Bigo world or understand it don't believe it or get it or understand that, yeah, I make money off of an app, but this is real money. You know what I'm saying? They used to talk down about my Forex business, you know, even though they wanted to invest so much and get into the Forex business. They used to talk down on my parents, you know, and say, you know, like his mom, he used to say, you know, his mom is a millionaire with a big mansion, and my parents, you know, they don't really have them. You know, it's just like anything negative he could say to like try to bring me down or make himself feel like he was better, he would always put me down. And, basically make it seem like he was better because he was like a book writer and he had stop licking me everywhere. Why do you always have to lick me? I don't even know why you like the taste of lotion, bro. Anyways, throwing me off, Fendi. You throwing me off. He was very verbally abusive, right? So I didn't want to talk to him no more. We was talking for a good 2.5 weeks. Again, you know, or whatever. After me and dude had broken, like it was like a couple of weeks after we broke up, I started back talking to dude, and it was because he was familiar, he was around, cool, whatever. We can get up and link. We just started back talking. But anyways, he ended up abusing me because I didn't want to talk to him no more. And the day that I basically was like, okay, I don't want to talk to you no more. You know, you just, you do too much. You know, one day you probably gonna took my weed and started rolling up. Nigga, I'm all these types of broke bitches. I ain't got shit. My Mercedes ain't shit. My crib ain't shit. I'm a broke bitch. But you gotta go into my motherfucking wallet and take my motherfucking weed and roll you an extendo. If y'all smoke, do y'all know what extendos is? Roll you a fat. You say you're so much richer than me, so much more well established in this ugly ass 2 bedroom empty ass apartment, empty as fuck, no fucking furniture. He went and got furniture because I kept talking about how bad it was that he had no furniture in his house. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you don't got your own weed. Every time I come over your house, you don't got your own weed. You're not gonna go into my fucking purse and grab my bag of weed and roll a whole big ass extendo. And then y'all know I don't roll big ass blunts because I smoke by myself. So I smoke a lot of personals. So since I smoke by myself, I smoke a lot. You know what I'm saying? So my blunts don't be no big fat ass blunts. You know what I'm saying? They be nice size, healthy blunts. You know? You gonna roll you a fat ass extendo out my motherfucking weed, and I just said I don't want to fuck with you no more. You got me fucked up. So you know, I started saying like, you know, basically that. I'm like, bro, how you gonna like? No, give me my weed back. He's like, just relax. It's just weed. No, it's not. Like, it's not just weed. Like, you didn't even ask me. That's weird. No nigga that I've ever been with just goes in my purse. Who's not even my boyfriend. No nigga who I've ever been with just fucking just takes their ass and decides to go in my purse and take my shit out. Oh, I ain't gotta smoke your weed, this and that. Da, 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 da. Okay, you don't gotta smoke my weed. Give me my bag of weed back. Matter of fact, give me the whole, like, give me my I'm finna go. I'm finna go home
Mm-hmm.
because you just do too much. Like, I'm finna go home. You know what I'm saying? Yelling at me. I'm yelling back. I'm yelling back. Then he gonna talk to Fendi. I'm a motherfucking whip your ass. Basically, I was being too loud. I was being too loud in his nice ass apartment, right? That
Mm.
he's living so much better than me in. Because at that time, I didn't have this penthouse. You know what I'm saying? So he really thought he was the shit because I didn't have all of this yet. You know what I'm saying? I just had my Benz or whatever to show for to in his eyes. I didn't even have two phones. I only had one phone. So he used to always talk about how I'm not a boss because I don't have two phones and all this dumb shit, right? So, um, me being too loud, he kept telling me to shut up. He wouldn't give me my weed back though. So I'm gonna keep yelling. I don't give a fuck about your neighbors until you give me my weed back so that I can go the fuck home. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't give me my shit back. I kept being too loud. I stood up on the bed because I'm sitting on the bed when we trying to have a conversation and he's standing up talking to me, yelling at me. You're not gonna keep yelling at me. You know what I'm saying? So I stood up. Even
Like
though
yelling
when
down at you?
yeah, he was looking down at me, like just all in my face, like looking down at me, trying to yell at me. So shit, my ass, nigga, the fuck, you not finna keep motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
up in my face, yelling at me and shit. So when I did that, I stood all the way up because he had a low ass bed. Like my bed kind of high, but he had like a low ass platform bed. So I stood all the way up so that I would basically be his height. When I did that, when I tell y'all this nigga pushed me off the whole motherfucking bed and I fell all the way into the wall, all the way into the goddamn he had this little this little computer desk. Y'all know like the little $30, you know what I'm saying? And Shay after me gave you a place to stay, right? We provided you with vehicles to drive even though you can't drive. We literally were a blessing to you in the time period that we chose to give you a chance, because if you didn't have us at that time, you probably would have been sleeping somewhere on a bench begging for $1 with a sign that said homeless feed me, you know, honestly speaking. So let's just pay it. Let's give thanks to those who helped you when you were in dire need. Okay, let's not do that. We were a fucking blessing to you in your life, right? And now, guess what? You know what the biggest blessing is that you have right now? You have a baby by a
Mm-hmm.
woman whose mother loves you, whose mother let you live with her before, whose mother still has a room for you at her house, whose your baby mama, you don't even gotta worry about her because she not getting out no time soon. So one, you don't gotta worry about the bitch. Two, you get this child, you know what I'm saying, that you've always wanted. And three, now you literally do have a place to stay
Mm-hmm.
because the fact that the child's grandmother has a pretty big nice size house with plenty of rooms, and she will be willing to let Greedy stay there. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. He's the daddy. He needs to take care of the baby. Daddy moves in and takes care of the baby. Now you have a house, a home that you don't have to be fucking a bitch to continue to live and stay in.
Mm-hmm.
Now you literally hit gold. Now you may not have nobody cashing you out, and he a nympho, so you ain't got nobody fucking you 3-4 times a day and shit. But now you got a roof over your head that you don't have to, you know, do the most for just to keep it. You ain't gotta manipulate nobody to continue to live there. You ain't gotta do all of that because I mean, at this point, you belong there. You're family now. You're the baby daddy. You need a place to live. The child lives there. She might as well let you live there again because you lived there before. You know? So it's like he always
Mm-hmm.
lucks up. You know? And that's great. But that karma gonna catch up. Don't forget. That karma, everything that you've done, you know, all the lies that you've told, you know, all these diseases you've spread, like all of these motherfucking, you know, all of this shit that you've done, that shit gonna catch back up. And that's just facts. That shit gonna catch back up. And it's gonna be a sad day in hell before you realize that you brought it on yourself. You brought everything that's happening to you, brought it on yourself. You feel me? I hope you fucking get it together before that happens. But then again, I don't. Because you need a lesson from the devil. You know what I'm saying? You need a lesson from God. Somebody need to teach you a lesson some motherfucking where. Because you're not getting it. You just keep going. And I don't know. And I feel like Bigo isn't enabling his behavior. What's up, TNO?
Yeah.
He don't. If do y'all really think Money Man gonna let him keep staying there?
I mean, at this point, no, because he's loud as fuck.
If Money Man wanted Greedy to stay there, Greedy wouldn't have had to move in with me, Shay, or the other Shay to have a roof over his head. He would have been in Virginia the whole time and stayed there and took that guest room over and started paying Money Man rent. You know you can go stay at your brother's house if it was an option. It has never been an option.
But the baby's already born, right?
Yeah, the baby's here
So he could go stay.
with the baby mom and them.
Or his mom. Mm,
I'll always care for the people that I once cared about. At the end of the day, I still want him to really succeed. Like, I really want him to get his life together. I want it one day, thank you. One day, I want to see him be the good guy. Okay? If it's in him somewhere, I want everybody to succeed. I want everybody to live life happy and be that good person, that genuine person. Like, being a genuine person, you know, who means well to other people is a great feeling in life.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? So no, I don't wish bad on nobody. I don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't. I don't have to hate somebody. You know what I'm saying? Plus, when you have hate in your heart for people, you never are able to be happy in life with yourself. I'm very happy. I'm very blessed. And I feel like everything that has happened to me, everything that I have went through has been for a reason and has molded me into the person that I am today. You know what I'm saying? I got you. So no. At the end of the day, you can think that I still care for him. I don't care for him, but I don't wish bad on him. And I don't hate him or you know what I'm saying? Like all of that shit. Like no.
Mm-hmm.
Now I wish he get it together. I hope he stop making, stop victimizing all of these beautiful, genuine women that he could actually elevate with maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to use every woman. You know, you can take an advantage if you're put in a position and, you know, instead of using that person to your advantage, you can actually elevate with that person. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to
Yeah.
like take advantage of a person. You know?
But
Like
at
you
that
can
point, he would have to hold himself accountable for a lot of stuff that he is probably definitely absolutely not ready for.
well that'll never
Like the
happen.
stuff that he did with you, the stuff that he did in his past relationships, even probably stuff that happened as a child. Like it's just a lot of stuff
Yeah,
he
he still denies his whole childhood. How your
yeah.
mama got a whole different story of your childhood than what you feel like you've experienced, and how all of your siblings, you know what I'm saying, don't even know what the fuck you talking about.
Mm.
It's crazy because y'all, That little boy reminds me so much of my little brother. My little brother. Now, my brother has never hit any girls he's been with, but he definitely has came after me, came after my sister, came after my mom before, you know?
Mm-hmm.
We have had to call the police on my little brother several times for the disrespect, for um, the attempted abuse, for, just doing the most that people deserve to get the police called on them. You know what I'm saying? And I honestly hope he don't end up being like that person. What is it called? The qualities of a person, that how they act when they're on coke. Because I ain't never acted like the people who be on coke act. So stop. Y'all think that every fucking big broadcaster on here who has views or a bag does coke. I ain't never did coke a day in my motherfucking life, and I never will. The fuck. I have a piece of coke. You can't even fucking see a piece of coke. It's like sugar or some shit or rocks. I don't even know. Like, that shit is just white as far as I'm concerned. But what I had in my nose ain't white. It was snot. Stupid. What'd you say?
Yeah, don't worry about them. You kicked them anyway. That shit is annoying as fuck. But I was just saying that you can't help those people. It's like an addiction that somebody has to anything, you know? They gotta want to help themselves. And if they don't want to do that and they like the way that stuff makes them feel, you can't do anything. You could put them in like rehab, you could put them in anger management classes, you could put them anywhere and they're still gonna do the same thing unless they find a reason why they no longer want to do it. And maybe his new child will make him feel that way. Who knows? But it's definitely not gonna be a relationship. It's gonna have to come from inside. And even with your brother, it's gonna have to come from inside.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, I really feel for, I really feel for his mother.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Only because I literally have seen my mom cry her eyes out because the lack of respect and love that my brother shows her. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, like, so where is the beef? Where is it coming from? If you got a problem with me, why don't you come up in the box and tell me what your problem is? Because I would really like to know. I would really like to know. I ain't never been called ugly so much. I ain't never been told I look like a man so much. Like, the whole stupid, naive shit. Okay, it may have seemed that way, but I know I'm not stupid. You know what I'm saying? I know I may have had a naive moment. You know what I'm saying? But the people who just be coming for me disrespectfully because they support somebody who did something to me, y'all are ridiculous. Y'all are literally ridiculous. And that says a lot about you and your character and who you are. You know? It really says a lot about you. Exactly. That's the only way. That's exactly. And I'm never finna chase clout by talking about the next person.
Come on now.
I'm snorting powder, but I'm sick as fuck.
People can't even be sick anymore. Like, the pandemic is still going on. Come on now.
Show me snorting powder. Can you go, baby? Literally, the way y'all make people feel on this app, a bitch will literally kill herself. I'm not even lying. The way y'all be coming for people on this app, the way that y'all attack people and troll motherfuckers and paint.
Anyways, besides that point, what you over here doing? How long have you even been on live?
I'm about to hit 2 hours now.
God, I thought you been past 2 hours.
And I when I went live, I was supposed to like. So I was like, before I went live, um, I was rolling up. And then I got a text message to go to Gritty's live because he was talking about me, or somebody was talking about me in the comments. He had said something, so I went and ghost watched, heard what he had to say. That's when I went live, and I just started waking it up. My ass just now got done rolling the blunt that I started rolling 2 hours ago. That's why I had to roll it 3 different times because the Relo had got stale twice. Then it's still stale a little bit.
Girl, every story like, do you do anything from your side?
What do you mean,
But we,
Max?
but we really being grown and honest here. Is it really all that? Like
But
they
if we
say,
really
it's
being good and
three sides
honest
to every
here, is
story.
it really all that, like they say, it's 3 sides to a story? Every story, like, did you do anything from your
I
side?
don't, I don't get, I don't get how it's like three sides to a story when it comes to
It's the
just
truth.
you.
It's over. And she said she was doing her coat, and we heard her sniffing.
Whatchamacallit definitely shouldn't be talking about that. And if you know who I'm talking about, then you know who I'm talking about.